Today we will be starting a new series. This game is made by Focus Home Interactive and Deck 13. It's a Souls-like game. I like it very much. I have already played through this game 1.5 times, so I know what I'm speaking of. And let's go! Yes, also I will be playing with a keyboard and mouse because I feel more comfortable. I have Xbox 360 controller, but I won't be using it. I don't like it, pretty much. So we can continue game or go for a new game. Let's go for a new game. As you can see, I've put a lot of hours into this game. 67 to be precise. We're gonna start a new game.
The ancient Greeks once said, "A society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in." We tend to forget about this, tend to be careless, but we have to rise to the task together. It's up to all of us to sow those seeds, and it's up to us to nurture them towards growth. Creo is not just another company. With Project Resolve, we are building the path to the future. Follow us into a new era, a utopia for all mankind. With every launch, we're healing our planet, restoring its natural shield. A return to the green world we remember, where our children can once more play in the sun. Resolve is not only revitalizing the Earth, but its people too. We've all dreamed of it, and now Creo is making it a reality. Together, we're strong. Together, we can make a change. Unleash your potential with us.
Oh, I forgot to turn on the sound for the commentator, Don Hackett. So let me just quickly change that so you can hear him. Can do this right now. Well, okay. So just basic instructions, look around, cool, nice and all. Cool. So, oh, we're on a wheelchair. Okay. Let us go. So, we're at some sort of train station. We can talk to the guards. Let's talk in.
So, where should I go?
This station will be closing soon. Please move on to job registration.
Sure.
Okay. Let us do this. But first, we will explore a little. Probably don't need to talk to those guys.
Job registration.
Yeah. They just told me to piss off. Can go in here. Can go in here. There are some things. We can go there either. Can go there. So can go there, I presume. Here only. Yeah. So Going here is the only option.
All passengers, please proceed to job registration immediately.
Down we go.
Welcome to registration. Creo believes in the right tool for the right job and the right person to wield it.
So, where can we go? Okay, not here. Okay, so here we are.
Please choose from our 2 currently available positions and form an orderly queue.
So,
Your personal work gear voucher after registration.
yeah, thank you. So I've already played this game, as I told you before, and I know pretty much that we can get the linked armor just right off the bat, right off the start. And Rhino armor is hard to come by in the first section of the game, in the first level. There is only like one dude who respawns, so you can take that armor off him reliably. You can get all the Rhino set, and because of that I'm gonna start with the Rhino set. So there is no difference but in the starting gear what you get. And we go to Rhino then. No difference at all which is it, so if you
believe
choose...
you can move mountains, Creo has the job for you. Because as a heavy operator, you can literally do that. Pure power, relentless performance. Nothing can hold you back. Are you ready? Then join us as a heavy operator and save tomorrow today.
So there's no actual difference, no difference in, I don't know, stats or whatever, health, implants or whatever, just the starting gear, whichever you like. The Rhino is the heavy one, heavy hitter, more stamina consumed, and the Lynx is more agile, faster attacks, and that jazz. So apply, yeah.
Rig installation program running. Program complete. Patient sedated. Initiating surgery. Implanting neural link.
Hell, that's not what I understand from sedated. That's not sedated at all, but here you go. Disposable transport unit in progress. Oh, I don't want to be disposed of. Oh, that's some aggressive thing. Oh, we can walk. Yeah, that's cool. Being able to walk after you had a whole life, just being not able to is, yeah, pretty good, pretty cool, I think. So, no disassembly of me, thank you. So we have our health matter which is in the right, and our stamina meter, which is in the upper right also. It's the red bar and the yellow bar correspondingly. And we have our 3 well, Estus flasks. They're called implants. So we have injectable implants for healing, activated by an AF key if you play on a keyboard. And the game actually encourages us to press it so we can heal. Yeah, it offers us to press F to use your vital injection implant to heal, so do that. So that's a little tutorial area, nothing hard yet. So I can yeah, that's about stamina meter. So I can target my enemies with the middle mouse button, space to dodge. Oh, yeah, that's what I failed to do right after. Okay, no biggie. And pretty nice game, if I may say so myself. Excuse me for that. Just allow me to turn that off, the switching program. Okay, so I'm back, and I turn off the language switching program, so you won't hear that again. Defeat enemies to gain tech scrap. So tech scrap is basically souls, if you have never played this game. It's actually souls, like in Dark Souls. So Earth doesn't need resolve. Some junkyard, I suppose. Hello. Hold Q to block attacks. Okay, so Q is the block key. Rocket yard. So that's not a scrap yard, it's a rocket yard. Okay. Nice to know, nice to know. When locked on, press X to cycle through nearby enemies. Like so. Whoa, no, thank you. I say thank you. Just not for nothing. Thank you, I mean, fuck off. And we have an implant, which allows us to see the enemy health bars. And the way this game works is you install an implant at your base of operations. It's called OPS here, or mid bay. And there you can heal yourself, you can... Oh shit. You can install upgrades such as implants. Fucker. And yeah, by the way, I suck at this game, so there will be dying and there will be suckage and all those nice things, so don't expect me, please don't expect me to perform like very well or good or whatever, so I will be dying. No matter, It's just like a fun part of the game, so that's okay, I think. Okay, so we're back at the beginning almost, and that is the thing in the game, so you will be doing a lot of backtracking, a lot in this game. So we're heading to this medbay or OPS, and here we are. Press I to open your backpack. So let's do it now. And here we have what? We have a lot of things. And let me explain these things, what they do. Because at first it may seem confusing and the game doesn't offer much help, much explaining in the way of what is what. So, the gear. Here you have all your gear slots. Excuse me, and you can change your weapons, headgear, arm gear, leg gear, and body gear. So by this little exclamation mark, the game tells us that there is something new. As of now, I have reclaimed piston as a weapon, and this is the only weapon that I have, and it's new, so game tells me what it is. So we're now in a specific gear part, in the weapons part, weapons section. Here we see all the weapons. We can sort them by different methods, by different options. You can see here what it is, what the sorting method is. So here's your description, item description. There you see that item description, what it does, and if you have multiple weapons or multiple gear of the same category, you can match them, see what's the difference. So our here reclaimed piston is one-handed. In this game you have several classes of weapons. This is one-handed weapon. It is equipped. It deals 18 damage. And there is different types of damage in this game. It does when it hits an impact of medium quality. What it means is that when you hit an enemy, how much likely it is that the enemy will stagger under a hit, and the more the better, of course. So medium impact is better than low impact, and high impact is better than medium impact. Attack speed, so I don't need to explain it, it's self-explanatory. Medium attack speed. Proficiency scaling, that is what causes some questions by new players. Proficiency scaling is how quickly, by using this particular weapon, will your one-handed skill rise. So how much do you need to use this weapon in order to scale one-handed proficiency up by 1 point? So the higher, the better. Energy gain. That's what we will talk about later a little bit, because we have no energy yet. And that's all about this screen. So we're gonna back to gear screen. So the same thing goes for headgear, right arm gear, leg gear, body gear, and so on. So we just have now no of those types of gear. We have nothing yet. Well, that's understandable. It's just the beginning of the game and tutorial area. What do we have at the bottom? We have tech scrap. How much tech scrap do we have in store on our person, on ourselves right now? 330. And those are basically souls, and you can see how much we have in storage in the med bay in the Ops. You can store your souls so you won't lose them when you die. This thing, your exoskeleton, your gear have this much core power. So 10 I am already have as of now, and 3 out of 10 I'm using. So this you can consider basically as a level. The more you have, the better, and the more implants you can use, and the more gear you can use. So using everything uses up your power core power consumption. So scales it up, uses core power. So if I have some implant on me in my exosuit, it will raise the core power consumption. So you have to watch at this meter. Health, stamina, and energy we already talked about. And energy is the resource that we will be using. You gain energy by hitting your enemies, performing attacks, successful attacks, and you using it to gain additional buffs or using skills. So you can consider energy like mana. Okay. Defense, no, we have no defense. Stability. Stability is how likely you are to be staggered when you hit by an enemy. So impact is how likely you stagger an enemy when you hit them, and stability is how likely you are to be staggered when enemy hits you. So that's just plain simple. I think it's self-explanatory too, after I explain it to you. Okay, damage we already discussed, defense 0. Next tab, implants. Here you can see how much implant slots you have available. As of now, I have 4 implant slots available for use. Each one of them, of course, takes core power. And those are implant slots that can be unlocked. So if and when we reach 15 core power, by spending tech scrap to upgrade, just like in a Souls game, you spend souls to gain levels and upgrade your stats and so on. Yeah. So when we reach 15, 25, 35, or 45 core power accordingly, we get 1, 2, 3, and 4 additional implant slots unlocked. So let's see this implant. It's Vital Injection version 1. There are several versions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an injectable. What does it mean? Injectable means that when you use it, so it's usable object, and it will only give you benefit when you use it. It's not constant effect, okay? And it's an active ability, if you will. So you have to actively press the F key to activate it, and then it will give you health. So what can we see here? We can see all my implants, which I have available now. The game tells you what implant is equipped in that particular implant slot by those square brackets, whatever they are. And we can see that this implant takes up 3 core power consumption. You can see in the left screen here. And it restores 90 health upon usage. And down below you can see the details. You can read it if you want to. I won't be. So what different other implants I have as of now? Let's see, let's go back and fill up the entire implant slots. We won't be able to fill all of them, but we can equip install different implants. So this here is medical audit. See, it is not injectable like vital injection. It is not injectable like mechanized counterweight. It is hot swap. What does it mean? Hot swap means that you can at any time, anywhere, install this upgrade. Like so, just left click. Or change it to another hot swap. So hot swap, you swap right on the go, yeah? So swap here, swap there, okay. So medical audit lets you see enemy health bars, and it takes 0 core power consumption, so it's free. See, I equipped it. I have 3 out of 10 core power usage consumption, and I unequip it the same, so it doesn't cost you anything aside from the implant slot to equip it. Okay. The next one is proximity sensor. I've got it because I have pre-ordered the game, and it comes as a pre-order bonus with different other bonuses. And it's a hot swap too. It too costs no core power consumption. It is an MK3 implant. You see they differ in color, so you can just by looking at the color tell it. So the like light brownish whatever, this is MK1 implant, vital injection, and hot swap medical audit. And this proximity sensor is MK3, which you can tell by the blue color. Yeah. So what does it do? It triggers a sound where near items or secrets. And as all proximity sensors work, the closer you are to an item, the louder the thing will be and more intense. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, a lot of players who doesn't like it, who just doesn't use it, at least all the time. And I will equip it, and you will see why, because it can be really, really annoying. And some of players just scrap it. You can destroy, see here down below the keys. They can help you understand what you need to do in this particular screen. So H button will bring up the help screen, and you can see what this screen does. What options do you have here? So that's it. It can be really annoying. I will not be destroying it because it can be useful sometimes if you are after secrets, after items, if you are a completionist like I am, if you can, if you want to pick up everything you see. That's me, yeah. So we'll equip it. And the only implant we haven't talked about is the mechanized counterweight. It's an injectable too. What does it do? It costs you 0, no core power, and it increases your damage by 5 points, but at the cost of 12 energy. So you hit enemies to fill up the energy meter, and if you have 12 energy, in this case you can use this to increase your damage. And I will equip it in a free implant slot and show it to you. Oh, yeah, I will do it when I can. So here you see in the lower left corner, change implant at mid-bay. So how can you judge? Can you equip an implant right now or not? If you go to this screen, all the implants that you see in a bright color, in a highlighted version, yeah, you can equip. If it is dimmed or gray out, you can't equip or unequip. The program will not allow it. Game will not allow it. So see, it doesn't allow me to do it. Okay, you can sort your implants too if you want to. So those are your implants. You will get another implants later in the game. Inventory. So here you have broken parts. If you broke your enemy's arm or leg or head, whatever, ripped it off them, and it was an armored part, you can have broken parts in here. Consumables. Sometimes you will get consumables in the form of tech scrap packs that enemies drop as a loot, and that's nice. Schematics. You earn the schematics by ripping off different enemy parts, and that's the main feature of the game. And when you do this, you get the broken part that you ripped off, the other leg or arm or head or torso. And you can learn the schematics so you can craft it at the med bay. Components. Components are craft materials which are recycled at the med bay from broken parts that you rip out of your enemies. So you say rip off a leg from an enemy, you get like rhino leg piece here broken, and you can recycle it to get components. So if you rip off the leg of your enemy, you get leg components. If you rip off torso, you get torso components, and so on. So if this is torso component, crafting material used from a ripped off enemy torso, it's an MK1. You can craft an MK1 item, MK1 armor, torso part, body part, from this, and those are cortical processors, MK1 also, so you can craft headgear. See this in the details, it says used to assemble MK1 headgear and used to assemble MK1 body gear in case of rig armature. So that's very simple. Crafting in this game is very simple. Okay, organizer. Here you will see all the quest items, all the keys, all the notes for the game, all the audio files you find throughout the game, and you can come back here and check them if you like. So here I have gear voucher, so I can receive my gear, in this case, Rhino gear, at the medbay. And specs, those are your specs, your character stats. So what we have here? We have tech scrap, we have core power consumption, we already saw them, health, stamina. Here in the lower left you can see I don't know, can you see my cursor or not? If not, I'm sorry, I will turn it on in the next video. You can see your rig. You can have different rigs and different implant slots, different number of implant slots. Here we see the rig has 4 implant slots that are available to me out of total 8 for this rig. Equipped implants 2, yeah, we can see this either. And gear set, we have no gear, maximum you can have 6 gear pieces. Equipped weapon, our reclaimed piston. This shows you your level, when will it be. So I have 330 tech scrap, you need 395 to be able to upgrade your core power to 11 in this case, and get up a level. So you have 84, I have 84% of what I need to be upgraded to the next level. Those are your stats in the middle, considering stamina consumption. So different gear may increase or decrease stamina consumption, energy gain energy decay, so how fast your energy fades away, goes away, because energy doesn't just stay up, doesn't just stay filled, the energy meter. Energy decays over time, and there are different ways to decrease the energy decay. Energy consumption drone, we'll talk about it later when we get our drone. Defense, so you can here see your defense, your stability, talked about it later, earlier, a little bit, sorry, before that. Types of defense, yes, you have different defense types, and you have different damage types, as I told you. Damage, so your impact, how likely it is to stun your enemy. Different types of damage affect different enemies, of course, and different weapon, as we talked about earlier, have different damage. Let me show you. Go to gear, yeah, go to weapon, and you can press, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can press T for details, and here you can see the damage type that this weapon does. So our reclaimed piston have 7 slash damage and 11 crash damage and 12 thirst damage, as our specs screen shows. Gear set bonus. One of the features of this game is also bonuses, different bonuses for different gear sets. So when you get all the gear sets, all the shifts, 6 pieces, you will get gear bonus, which differ from good to bad. Of course, there are some very good gear set bonuses and some are not. And weapon proficiencies, so you start at 1 skill in each weapon. As you use your weapon, your proficiency will go up, and your weapon damage of the corresponding weapon type will go up. So let's say I have reclaimed piston, which is one-handed weapon, so it uses that skill, and if I attack enemies with that weapon, the skill goes up, increasing my damage, and the proportion by which the damage increases is also in the proficiency scaling. So proficiency scaling is how much you have to use that weapon in order to increase this skill, yes, the weapon proficiency of it by 1. So if the weapon proficiency is very low, it means you have to use this weapon a lot to increase one-handed proficiency to 2, 3, and so on, okay? And of course, increasing weapon proficiency increases your damage of that particular weapon. So we have 5 weapon categories. And that's about all. Sorry for keeping you waiting, but I just think that explaining different stats, different windows is very important, because game doesn't tell you this. Game doesn't tell you what weapon proficiencies are and what you need them for. Although the game itself and the game mechanics are not hard at all. Okay, so enough of this. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death with it. And we'll arrive at the med bay. So we have here med bay. Here you can heal. So if you have low health, using the med bay will rise your health up to maximum, and it also will refill your injectables. So I will get my 2 injectable thingies back, yeah, to my Estus flasks. So let's use it. And medbay says that fault is detected. So our exosuit, our rig, was damaged, and we need to fix it somehow. So we need to find a working power core and we will be allowed to utilize all the functions of our rig and leveling up, of course. So I can do nothing here except for installing or uninstalling some implants in case I don't want this injectables, vital injection. I want to go without healing. Yeah, I just can remove it, but I won't. And I will install all the other implants. So see, if I couldn't do this, couldn't install this implant mechanized counterweight in the game, mid-game, yeah, just from my pocket, I can do it in the medbay. So I have all 4 implants installed. And the medbay comes online. The music, you can turn the music off. And you can change the music by selecting your own music and placing your preferred music in the folder of that game in your document folder when you have where you have all the games. You can just watch it, look it up online if you want to. So I will be leaving this music on, and if you don't like it, you can just ask me in the comment section and I will turn it off. But I don't mind it. Okay. So what is this?
Are you receiving?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hear me?
Glitching
There.
person. Yeah, I can hear you. Interact. Okay.
Your rig has been damaged. Its distress beacon has been triggered. You need to get back into the factory.
Oh, okay. So the rig is damaged.
The rig seems to work for me. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. I mean, I can walk. Huh. Never thought I'd be able to say that again.
Well, that's good to hear, but the power core is damaged. You'll have to find a new one to make your rig fully functional.
I've just been attacked.
I'm surrounded by dead people here. Maybe someone would like to explain what's going on.
I'm sorry, I don't know. You need to get inside. Maybe you can make something to protect yourself. Operations always has a garrison.
Well, okay. I'll just stroll right on over to the factory then.
I certainly don't recommend walking, but there should be a maglev station nearby. They're never far from ops.
Okay, thank you. So I need to fix my rig, fix the power core malfunctioning unit, and then go to factory by maglev station. Okay, okay, goodbye.
On my way.
So you can,
And don't forget to replace the power core of your rig or you're not going to get very far.
so I can talk to her anytime, but you won't need to talk to her more than once in every location if you have used all the options. So
I can't do any more for you right now. You need to get back into the factory.
so that's all. See, just goodbye. Okay, goodbye.
Be careful.
Okay, okay.
Hear me?
Just go. Okay. Here, this now is gear assembly. Remember, as I talked previously about broken gear parts in inventory and schematics and components. So when you rip off the enemy part, it gets in your broken parts. If you have not schematics for this item, first time you rip off something you don't have schematics for, it goes into your schematics here. And when you bring this ripped off part to gear assembly, it will disassemble it for you into components, crafting components. So let's check it. Fault detected. So this here gear assembly is useless as of now for us. And let's just, I guess, end this episode here. Thank you for watching. If you like it, you should just press the like button, and that way I will know that you like it and you want more. And that's it, I guess. Thank you for watching. Bye.